Welcome to on tonight's Clubhouse Live. Aaron Jones is back, and he welcomes offensive lineman Alex Light to the big show. What happened against the Niners? We'll rehash Sunday night's tough setback with the guys. Plus, you won't want to miss tonight's Clubhouse Live Challenge. You turkeys, it's time to get started. So let's open the doors.
Hit it, hit it.
Way to go, everybody. Hey, welcome back to the Clubhouse Sports Pub and Grill. We're inside the Red Lion Hotel, Paper Valley, downtown Appleton, Wisconsin. I'm Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network Wisconsin. Hey, nice crowd tonight. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thanks for being here. Good energy. Ready for the stretch run. Before we get going, we got 4 future Green Bay Packers. Look at these big guys. We've got Caden, Thomas, Paul, David. They are our door openers tonight. Give them a big hand, would you? Thank you very much, guys. Way to get this show started. And you talk about a Debbie Downer. It is in the contract where I am obligated to introduce the very worst part of this show. It is fellow Clubhouse Live teammate and Chicago Bears fan, everybody. It's Ricardo Arguello.
Yes. How's everyone doing? How are you? Brett, how you doing, my friend?
Hey, I'm always in a good mood.
I know you are.
I'm always in a good mood because you know why? You know why I'm in a good mood? You know
Why?
why all these people are in a great mood? Because the Packers are still in first place, right?
Technically.
Your Chicago Bears, we can't say
Hey,
that.
they're in third.
Yeah, third and sinking fast. Congratulations, they beat a lousy Giants team
Yes.
barely.
Hey,
Get it?
no
19-14.
No apologies for a win in the NFL. It's tough.
Now, speaking of contracts, I'm also obligated, Ricardo has this written in, is that we have to do the Bears Minute with Ricardo. He has 60
That's
seconds
right.
to talk about the Bears, but I'm going to make a very special announcement.
What?
Once the Bears are officially eliminated from playoff contention, the Bears Minute is done, right?
No.
We're over with it.
No.
We're done with it.
That won't be till the Super Bowl, my friend.
So, yeah, okay. Man, I don't know what's going on in your world, in your
I'm
head.
very
but,
positive.
Yeah, you are. Well, I tell you what. Talk about some negative stuff. Talk about your Bears.
No.
You have 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
It starts now. Hurry up.
Yes, first off, nice to get a win. Almost back to 500, Brett. If they run the table, look out. Maybe a postseason berth. I'm not done.
I'm not
That's
sure
terrible.
what's going on, but
I don't know what Rosie's
you
doing.
talking about the Bears has messed up our audio systems.
Okay.
That's it, right? We're
All
done
right.
with the Bears.
Fine.
Nobody cares. Unfortunately, I do have to talk about this, though. Last night, 49ers 37, Packers 8. Not much to say as the Packers suffered one of their worst margins of defeat in the Aaron Rodgers era. That was a battle between 2 NFC frontrunners. That's the bad news. But as I mentioned, the good news, Packers remain in first place in the NFC North since they hold the tiebreaker over the Vikings. And by the way, we got 2 stinking Viking fans right here. Get out of here. We don't like you. And I don't care if it is the holiday season. Time to correct the mistakes, make the adjustments, get ready for the stretch run, which begins Sunday. Now they travel to the other side of the country with the New York Giants. So I hate this guy. We don't like this guy too much. Mad Vince. He doesn't like losing to anybody. Certainly doesn't like Ricardo. But he does become happy, Vince, when 2 of his favorite guys are here. He loves the players. We have our co-host sitting right over there. It's showtime. It is Green Bay Packers running back. It's Aaron Jones. He's right there. And we got another young guy to talk to and meet. It is offensive line night, and it's offensive lineman. That's his guest. It's Alex Light. He's here tonight. First, of course, a big thank you to our presenting sponsors. Superior Discount Liquors, a full-service liquor store with the area's largest selection of liquor, wine, and beer. They also take special orders on hard-to-find items with locations in Green Bay, Manitowoc, and Sheboygan. Stop in today. And Potawatomi Hotel and Casino, however you play it, elevate your entertainment experience at the Midwest premier entertainment destination. Home to 24/7 gaming, dining, shows, and expanded luxury hotel and full-service spa. It's all happening at Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Ricardo,
Yes.
this is an interactive show.
It is. So we invite your comments and questions to our live chat. which can be found online next to our video viewer. Now we have a special guest.
Yes.
Special substitution.
Yes.
Might I add, ruggedly handsome.
Yes.
We have Mike Sherry monitoring the chat who relay your comments and questions right over to us.
Yeah, give Mike Sherry a round of applause. He's pinch hitting tonight. We love Mikey.
He doesn't have the beautiful blonde locks. That,
No, he
Jen
doesn't have
Orsini has.
much locks, actually,
No.
but that's okay.
Okay.
That's how it goes. Hey, Clubhouse Live, give us a like. Sorry, Mike, don't hold that. Mike's going to beat me up after the show. Facebook is Clubhouse, Facebook.com/Clubhouse Like. Give us a like. Also on Twitter, at PC Brettsy, as we all learned last week, didn't we? PC Brettsy. At PC Ricardo. At Mike Sherry 14. At Showtime. That's TYME_33. And Alex, I don't think Alex has a Twitter account. Any Twitter? Nope, no Twitter account for
Wow,
Alex.
old school.
He is smart.
Very
Stay
smart.
away from the
Old school.
negativity of social media. Nobody likes it. We've got the Vikings welcome Ed on the stage because it is time to stomp our feet, or their feet, all over the ugliest logo in all of professional sports, isn't it? Yes. So let's get our co-host onto the stage. He's in his third NFL season, all with the Packers. He's a cool dude. He's a good dude. He's a tired dude. He's a sore dude. Give it up for Green Bay Packers running back, number 33, Aaron Showtime Jones. Normal handshake, but a little bit of a sore, tender hand today. A little bit rough over there in Santa Clara, California. So want to take it easy. And I'm kind of big and burly anyway. My handshakes are firm and solid and strong. Oh, look at this. Thank you. Cheese curds for us.
You did kind of hurt my hand when I walked in.
Yeah, I did. And I'm going to hurt your feelings and your pride when I beat you in that basketball contest here. Well, we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Still not happening.
It's going to happen.
Still not happening.
Hey, a programming note, 2 things coming up. But next week, for those in-house and watching online, we will be giving away our final set of Miller Lite deck tickets at the end of next week's show. That's for the December 15th Packers-Bears game at Lambeau Field. Again, you must be present to register and win. So anybody watching online that can get to Appleton, be here. Those are great tickets to watch your Bears go down, Ricardo.
Oh, it's going to be a great game. I can't wait.
It is going to be a great game.
Oh, no. I think it'll be upset special, baby.
What do you think about that, Showtime?
I'm excited for it. It's a big rivalry game. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
And you're going to pound him in that Lambeau Field
Definitely.
turf. Also,
make Ricardo look bad.
yeah,
Hey.
we have a bet to make at some
we
point,
do.
too, coming up. Also, next Monday happens to be Aaron Jones' birthday. Next Monday. You'll want to be here to celebrate. We have some surprises
Cake. Are we
up
gonna have
our
cake?
sleeve. There might be more than just cake. There could be multiple cakes. There could be presents.
Non-frozen ice cream?
Yeah, you want frozen ice cream? Yeah.
Non-frozen ice cream.
Ice cream is or is not frozen. So, hey, let's start. Well, feel free to dig into your cheese curds and don't be shy about eating those up. But let's start this conversation off on a good note. There is no more trips to California in the foreseeable future, right? That is it. They're done. Nothing coming up. Yes, even Aaron is clapping about that. Man, what's going on out there in California? Jeez.
I have no clue.
It's just
No
weird.
No explanation.
You change your travel
Something
schedule
in the
this
air.
time?
I know we changed the travel schedule. What we thought would be better fitting for us, give us a little bit more juice or energy.
It's
Same
something
thing.
about California. I mean, there's a whole lot of weird stuff going on in that state anyway. And I know, Kurt, you're watching. We love you, Kurt, though. But
There's something in the air.
something in the air out in California. But so what time did you guys get back to Green Bay? Because that had to be like 3, 4 in the morning?
Close to 5.
5 in the morning. Did you get any sleep?
Not really.
Are you going to be okay for the show? Are you going to be?
Oh yeah, I'll
Gonna-
make it.
gonna
I
keep
mean,
you awake?
I got some food and something to drink, so I'll be good.
Can you sleep on the plane? Are you a plane sleeper?
I can sleep on planes, but usually after a game, I don't sleep. I got too much adrenaline,
Yeah.
so I'm up.
So it takes a little time to decompress. I'm wondering, too, do you one of those moments where you kind of replaying the game in your mind a little bit on that long flight back home?
Definitely watch film on the flight.
Oh,
So
do you? Okay.
definitely replay it, see what happened in the game, and you already know what happened before you go to meetings.
What was today like? I mean, you must have had some time to go back home and relax a little bit. It must not have been a full work day.
Oh no, workout and recovery, pretty much. Treatment, no meetings, so gave us time to rest and recover after the long flight. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, that is a long flight back from the West Coast. So let's talk about what the heck I asked you this against the Chargers. I'm going to ask you with the 40. What in the heck happened? I mean, the 37-8, nobody saw that coming. Just another stinker. I mean, how do you assess what went down over there last night?
They just beat us. They're a great team. We didn't come ready to play. We didn't play like ourselves, and that's what happens when you don't come ready to play.
What did the film show as far as breakdowns and stuff? Again, like a couple weeks ago, you said it was all correctable stuff. Is that still what you're seeing again as you looked at the video?
I mean, we haven't watched it as a team, but myself, yes, I feel like it is still some penalties we had or little mental minor errors that usually don't make, and you make it in those key situations.
Speaking of penalties, I guess I'm very confused as to a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Devontae Adams chest bumping what was that? I mean,
That's crazy to me because a couple plays later, a dude tackles me and he's all in my face, screaming in my face, and I'm like, that's worse than what he just did.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean,
I have no clue.
I know you can't say much again with the officials, so we'll say it for you. They stunk. Okay, they weren't very good. I mean, some of their penalties were ridiculous. A 15-yarder for that is a joke. So what's the emotion like today? Is it anger? You guys ticked off, shocked, disappointed? Is there one emotion, a flurry of emotions?
Well, I said we didn't really have a team meeting or really a team setting. It was come in, get your work in by a certain time, and get to the trainers by a certain time. So couldn't really catch everybody's vibes because I wasn't in there with everybody.
You know, Matt LaFleur afterwards called you. It was tough. Abysmal, I think, is what he used. So, Chargers and 49ers. Is there a common thread that you see yourself as to what happened in those games that you can maybe avoid going as he plays these last 5 games?
Penalties and third downs.
Okay, yeah.
Got to convert on third downs to keep the drive going, keep the chains moving. If you don't, your defense is going to be on the field for a long time.
Yeah, I have it here. You're 1 of 15 last night in third downs, converting 21% now over the last 3 games. So how do you get that facet of the offense going? Is it just basically too many third and long situations? You just got to eliminate that?
Yeah, it starts on first and second down. You got to get yourself in a manageable third down. When you get in third and long, defenses can do whatever they want at that point. They can send a lot of pressure or put 8 DBs on the field and drop off and play the pass. So we just got to do a better job on the early downs.
Yeah, situational football, third and short, much easier than third and a long ways, and you had a lot of those last night. First real adversity this team has faced now. Two tough losses in your last 3 games. Everything was kind of humming along. I guess, how do you perceive the confidence right now? Everything's still feeling good?
Oh, definitely. We just keep with the mindset. Good teams don't lose 2 in a row. We haven't done that all year, so we're going to keep that mindset, and we feel like we're a pretty good team, so just go back to work.
Yeah, what do you know? I mean, you know the locker room now. You know these guys. Sometimes it takes a while to kind of get a feel. So how do you expect the response to be? Because you have a big stretch coming up. 5 games, 4 of those against teams with losing records. No gimmies, and we'll talk about that later on in the year. But I guess how do you see this all playing out and the response that we're going to see from you guys as you go out to New York on next week?
I expect everybody to respond back well. This something we didn't want to happen out there, and nobody liked what happened. So we're all going to go back to work and put our heads down and do whatever we got to do to make things work. And we feel like we got the right guys in our locker room to do so. And everybody came with the right mindset. And you could tell after the game in the locker room that game affected everybody.
Yeah, you guys are programmed, right? Week to week. You learn and move on and get ready for the next game. Interesting what Aaron Rodgers said after is a quote. He said, "I think we have the leadership in this locker room," end quote. Meaning to bounce back, and he mentioned how it had surfaced in some remarks made by the guys in the locker room afterwards. And I know you can't say who said what after the game, but is there a general theme or message that maybe you can share with the folks out there about kind of what that message was?
We just got to look in the mirror and be real with ourselves. That's not us, and that can never happen again, especially during this stretch and going into the playoffs. We need to get hot at the right time and look in the mirror and see what went wrong and correct the correctables and move on.
Hey, December, right, Mean Gene? December is when they get hot, right? It has to happen. It has to happen. What do you guys think? This is where you guys get hot. David Bakhtiari also said we need to grow from it. How do you grow from a loss like that? You guess you have to take something from that.
I mean, I felt like we grew from it. We didn't lay down in the second half. We came out and fought. Some teams would just come out and lay down, and so I feel like that's one way we grew from it. But just being in a big game in that situation, a lot of players like me or young players haven't been in those type games. So just everybody's gotten key experience from it in big time games.
Couple more things, Aaron, and then it's Ricardo's turn for the first audience question of the night. But a reminder to all the doubters out there, and again, Alex not being on social media is a good thing because the sky is falling once again, and everybody forgets that you guys are 8-3, you're in first place. It's a week-to-week league. I mean, that's the trend now in the NFL. It's a week-to-week league. You just never know quite how it's going to go.
It definitely is a week-to-week league. I mean, teams come out to play, some don't, and you just never know. Everybody's professional, so one team doesn't come out and the other team does, and you got a group of professionals. It's going to be kind of a blowout,
Right, and I said 8-3, but all the goals are still there.
Yeah, all the goals are still there. Everything we want is right in front of us, and we just got to go grab it and go get it.
You get hot, you run the table, you're 13-3, and you're sitting, I think, pretty come playoff time. Last thing, I think folks want to know, there was some chatter about that. What the heck's wrong? What's Richard Sherman's problem? What the heck is this, with this guy? He's shoving him around. He's pushing Aaron Jones out of bounds. He gets flagged. Then he's complaining about it. Then he did a cheap shot, I think, on Aaron Jones. Shoves him in his back. Gets another flag. You should have said thank you because it led to a touchdown eventually, right? I mean, it was kind of stupid stuff on his part.
Yeah, I think it was cheap and dirty. He came in and apologized after. But, I mean, it's too late at that point. You want to be dirty and cheap and then talk trash. I mean, that's just cheap. You can't apologize after, but
what did you say to him?
I was like, it's all cool, whatever. It wasn't. He tried to tell me it was a clean play, and I'm like, that's not clean. You get flagged for it. It's not clean.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a reason they flag, and he has a history. If you look back, he's done it to Tay as well, and so I mean, it's just dirt. It's just cheap and dirty to me, but it's whatever.
Hey, at least you got a touchdown out of it, right? So thank Richard Sherman for that. So. Yeah. Ricardo, you got an audience question.
I do. This is Betty from Appleton. Betty, your question for Aaron. Go ahead.
Okay. What are your plans for Thanksgiving? Do you guys watch the football games at all? And do you have any family traditions and turkey or something else?
Probably workout, meetings, practice, then go home and sleep probably, and then wake up and try to probably go to one of my coach's houses and get some food.
Thank you. Yes, very much. Thank you very much. It is Thanksgiving week. We should hang out together on Thanksgiving. You want to do that?
Yeah. You cooking?
I can tell.
You cooking?
I'm not cooking. You don't want my food.
Turkey pot pie.
Then I can't hang out with you then, because I'm not cooking. So
I'm not cooking either. Well, we'll find a restaurant and go dig into one of those buffets with turkey.
I don't want no restaurant food. I want somebody's home cooking.
What has to be on the plate come Thanksgiving?
I need some sweet potatoes. Or yams, however you want to call them. Some turkey, some mac and cheese.
That looks good. Sounds good so far.
Gotta have the bread on there.
Yeah.
Some gravy, mashed potatoes.
Ricardo is just salivating over there.
Love it. That sounds all good to me.
That is a good holiday. Everybody looking forward to Thanksgiving? Yes.
Yes.
Wake up, everybody.
A lot to be thankful for.
Yes, including hanging out with me every Monday night.
Yes.
Absolutely, right?
Yes. I'm sure you're thankful for that as well, too, though.
I am very thankful for that. It always comes back to him, Ricardo.
You keep talking, Brettsy.
Hey, easy now.
I love it, Ricardo.
No, you don't love that.
I do.
Let's take a time out. Let's do tonight's stat pack. How about a glasses half full stat pack for the folks tonight, Showtime? According to NFL.com, Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith are the first Packers players with at least 10 sacks over the team's first 11 games of a season since Bryce Popp and Reggie White in 1993. How about the Smith brothers doing some work on the defensive side? That's a long time ago.
I was in high school.
You were not in high school. 1993?
Yes.
Come on, you're older than that.
No, I'm not. That was 83 is for you.
No, it wasn't. Zadarius was credited with 1.5 sacks against the Niners. Preston, a half sack. Zadarius now with 10 on the season. Preston has 10.5 sacks. Both are career highs for the guys, so having a great season. Preston and Zadarius. Ricardo, it's your turn. Tell everybody how trivia works tonight.
That's right. First off, we have some rules. We'll ask the question. If you think you know the answer, you got to raise your hand. Please do not shout it out. And you're correct. You win what, Brett and Aaron?
Turkey, mashed potatoes? No. Pizza and beer. That is always
That's
the staple
right.
here.
Happy Thanksgiving.
That
And
actually sounds good on Thanksgiving.
Turkey
once
and
you
beer.
win,
Turkey and beer, yeah.
once you win, though, you're out for the rest of the show. And sorry, live chatters, you got to be here to win. But again, the ruggedly handsome Mike Sherry will be handling our online trivia contest.
You and Mike are kind of close over there.
Yeah,
aren't
he's my
ya?
boss.
Yeah, well, yes, it is. All right, here's the question. This former speedy Packers receiver finished with 220 receiving yards in Green Bay's memorable 23-20 overtime victory over the 49ers in 1996. You going back there in the bar? Don Beebe
Don
is
Beebe.
correct. Yes, he gets the pizza and beer, and he gets the bell. I'll give that to you, Showtime, to give to AJ over there. Don Beebe, remember him? 11 receptions in that Monday Night Showdown. His 220 receiving yards ranks third in team history in a single game. I remember that game
That
well.
was a very underrated pickup.
Very underrated and a key member of that 1996 Super Bowl team. I actually covered that game that night, so I remember being at Lambeau Field. All right, it's the offensive line night, Showtime. Should we get this guy onto the stage? Are you ready for your guest?
I am.
Are you guys ready for the big old offensive line? Men? Here we go. Our guest tonight is in his second NFL season, both with the Packers. Was signed by the Packers as an undrafted free agent in May 2018 and wound up appearing in 3 games last season. Our guest tonight has appeared in 10 games this season on offense and special teams and saw extensive action last night as a replacement for the injured Brian Balaga. Our guest tonight saw the first extensive playing time of his career with 51 snaps at right tackle against the Eagles in Week 4, a contest that saw Aaron Rodgers throw for 422 yards and 2 touchdowns while being sacked just once. How about that performance by the offense and the offensive line in the Eagles game? Our guest tonight played collegiately at the University of Richmond, where he started 38 of the 44 games in which he appeared, also earned first-team All-Colonial Athletic Association honors as a senior. Our guest tonight is a state champion hoopster. We'll talk about that. He earned his degree in art. I thought that was interesting. And I'm sorry, Badger fans, he's rooting really, really hard for his Richmond Spiders to take down the Badgers tonight on the hardwood. Give it up for Green Bay Packers offensive lineman number 70, Alex Light. He got big hands, really big hands.
Huge hands and feet.
Huge hands, let me tell you.
And feet.
And feet. I didn't look at his feet yet. I'm not interested in feet.
Well, if
But-
you've seen his shoe, you'd be like, how big is that?
Like
your
size
foot?
20,
18.
18 feet, and his hands are like, they crushed my hands. I have to say, though, I did hold my hand, I did a pretty good firm handshake. I held my own in that one, not like Kingsley Kiki, who broke my hand that day. Alex, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, because this is, though, Aaron's show, and you are Aaron's guest. Aaron insists on asking the first question of the night.
Okay, my question to you would be, like, what was it like, what was your mindset coming in, like, as an undrafted rookie, like, trying to make the team, and then, like, you get the news you make the team, like, how, like, just explain the whole process to me.
Okay, so, coming out of college, I knew, just based off what the scouts were saying, that I was probably going to be undrafted. So I knew I had to get an invite somewhere to a camp, mini camp, or preferred free agent. So Green Bay and the Giants were the 2 teams that reached out. One former teammate of mine was up here the year before me, so I knew a little bit more about Green Bay, so came here, got an opportunity. Really thought I was about to just make practice squad. Was sitting there at lunch on Saturday at cut day. 12:30 rolls around, haven't heard anything. So I'm like, oh crap. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. And then each hour goes by, and then camping, the O-line coach called me right before the deadline, was like, congratulations, you made it. And the first person I called was my mother.
Yes.
So
Always got to call mom.
happy.
One thing, just make sure when you talk to hold it closer to your mouth so the folks can hear you nice and clear out there.
All right, my bad.
But we'll talk football in a little bit. But I'm always intrigued by basketball because I'm a huge basketball fan.
Who
Wisconsin,
can't
easy now, Showtime. We'll talk about this in a little bit.
Brett C.
Wisconsin men's basketball team taking on right now as we speak the 4-0 Richmond Spiders as part of the Legends Classic at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Of course, Alex, I'm sure you are predicting a Richmond victory tonight.
Of course.
Ooh, that hurts. That
Oh,
hurts.
Brett. Hey, Brett.
Yeah.
By the way, it's halftime. Richmond's winning by 2.
Ooh, the Spiders are beating the Badge. I know they're a big three-point shooting team. So, by the way, one of the great moments in Richmond athletics was when number 15 Richmond took down number 2 Syracuse, probably before you were born, 1991. But that was the first time a 15 took down a 2 in NCAA tournament history. I'll never forget that. But you've got a hoops background.
That's right, I do.
Check this out now. As a junior, he posted a double-double, 14 points and 14 rebounds to help his high school, Salem, that's in Virginia, Salem High School, beat Grafton in the state championship game. He's a champion, state champion, a double-double. Yeah, he's listed right now, 6'5", 309. Could you imagine that force of nature on the hardwood? Ricardo, he would just drop you, push you all over the... Can you imagine the screens he must have been setting that night?
Basketball, not my game. But you had a good outside shot, though, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was in the paint. That's
right.
all his game was. And you didn't have to have any moving screens. You just sat there, right? And everybody just bounced off of you.
Yep.
What were some of the takeaways and memories of that experience? That's always fun when you get to the state tournament in high school.
Yeah, so our overall record that year was 14-10.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So we got hot last minute. That group of guys, we played together ever since kindergarten through AAU and like middle school. So just coming together and winning a state championship, that was special.
Got hot at the right time.
That's right.
Just like the Packers are going to get hot at the right time and take it deep. So I'm curious. You're a Virginia native. Went to Richmond, but I'm wondering, were you excited that the Who's, the Virginia men's basketball team, won the national championship? Are you a Virginia basketball fan?
Or I was not.
Oh. That hurts us around here because, of course, the head coach is Tony Bennett, the former UW Green Bay star. Standout, played for the Charlotte Hornets.
Played in Green Bay. Was it Preble?
Green Bay Preble High School, yeah. He's a very entrenched. His father, the legendary Dick Bennett, not a Who's fan, so you didn't want to see him win.
No, I didn't.
How come? I thought Virginia, they were all behind the Cavaliers.
I was a Hokies fan growing up.
Really?
Yeah.
Buzz Williams' old team now.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh, so you must have really enjoyed the 16 beating the 1 then that year. Yeah,
It was good.
So,
It was nice.
Yeah, well, they came back and had their redemption, Ricardo, so stay out of it. So have you ever seen this guy play a little basketball at the facility?
I've seen him shoot.
Yeah?
Yeah,
And?
he can shoot.
Okay, but?
But what?
Me?
You're still unproven. You're still unproven.
I'm practicing. I'm getting ready. It's like
keep-
Rocky.
I think you need it, so you
I'm
should
drinking
keep
eggs
doing
in the
it.
morning. I'm getting up at 5 a.m. I'm running laps and I'm
That's
shooting
right,
hoops.
Brett. Go get them.
I tell you what. Well,
Your wife might leave you after you lose a car, so
oh!
you need to
Bye-bye,
work it
Honda
up.
Civic.
I'm going to have her come to a show sometime and confront you on that comment, by the way. She is watching live tonight. No, actually, she's watching a Hallmark movie. I know that. As all women seem to like to do this time of year.
Which one? Because they're all the same.
They are all the
They're
same.
all the same
Every
movie.
time I come home, there's a Hallmark movie on. Here's the bet, though. I think I don't want to take him on in basketball because obviously
You're an old man.
I'm a middle-aged man.
Oh, okay.
As I'm a middle-aged
Aging.
man. I can't keep up with any of you guys
How
on
old
the
are you?
hardwood. How old am I?
52.
How old do you think I am?
Come
10.
on, Aaron.
10.
10?
Yeah, 10.
I wouldn't have two sons, one who's fully grown if I was 10 years old, Aaron Jones.
You're 10.
In dog years.
I am 47 years old, and I look
47.
fantastic, don't I? Thank you.
My
Thank
dad-
you very much.
My dad could play basketball at 47.
I'm not saying I couldn't play. I'm saying
I
against
mean-
an NFL player, I'm not going to get embarrassed like that.
I mean, my dad would play me.
Are you suggesting that you want to play one-on-one?
Yeah.
No, I'm suggesting that we're having a shooting contest because I'm a very good
I'll beat you in
shooter.
that too, so that's
He
fine.
thinks he can beat me, and the bet is I'm supposed to put my car up for. I'm not going to do that.
He also thinks he can Lambo leap.
Yes, no doubt. Come
Not
on,
happening.
the Lambo leap, it's easy.
With a trampoline.
Listen, when you
Can you
guys.
sign up for that tour? That experience?
No, I didn't. I'm not eligible.
Aw.
I'm not eligible. I'm waiting for the invite, and I'm going to show you because anytime you guys do those Lambo leaps, they're pulling you up into the crowd anyway.
No.
You guys aren't really doing a leap either.
They're not pulling. They're pulling you up by your legs.
They're just
Hell,
grabbing you
come
up and they're just.
You gotta jump to get for them to even pull you.
Hey, a jump's a jump as long as I get into the stands, right?
No, I know you've seen Dean get stuck. Dean 6'6" and didn't get up there. We got dudes who are tall who haven't gotten up there.
I can
That's
get
a lot of 6'6". That's a lot of arm to grab to pull up there. You know.
All I got to do is jump and hoist myself up, and I'm in. So
He's got the credit card, Vert.
listen.
He's definitely not getting up there with that.
First contest first. We are at some point going to have a shooting contest, and Alex, who's going to win that one? You like
Aaron.
me, don't you? Huh?
Nope, Aaron.
What?
I got his back.
Of
my
course,
boy.
I knew
That's
you were going to
my
say
boy.
that. Let's talk a little bit more about you. But this, I thought, an art degree you earned at Richmond.
That's right.
Art, is that an interest of yours? Do you have a artistic background, a drawer, that type of a thing?
I was always a drawer as a kid. My dad was a mechanic growing up, so he taught me how to weld. I did welding classes in high school, and art provided welding and sculpture with woodworking, so
Interesting.
decided to take that route. Yeah.
There you go. I like that. A little different, right? I took an art class at UW Stevens Point. It didn't go well for me. I had to memorize like 50 different painters. You know, they flashed them up. That was my final. I was lost by like the fourth painting. I passed the class though, but it was a struggle. Also saw this, Alex, in your bio, and Aaron, check this out. He worked in the Richmond equipment department while you played football at the same time.
Yeah, during summertime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any aspirations maybe when football's over to get into that type of stuff, or is that just you're just kind of doing it just to do it?
Honestly, I was just doing it, just stick around for the workouts and hang out with all the guys.
Okay, interesting. I thought maybe picking the brains of the Packers equipment staff or fixing helmets and doing all that stuff in your free time.
Hanging out with Red.
Oh, Red.
Red Batty?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, he's been there a long, long time. Well, I tell you what, it's your turn. Brag on this guy a little bit. What do you like about him? Young player, up-and-coming player, been thrust into some tough situations, obviously. But what do you like about Alex Light?
I loved it. He's been thrusted into some tough situations, like you said, and he's done nothing but excel. He works hard. He comes in every day ready to work, ready to learn, wanting to get better, asking those questions. What can I do on this? What can I do on that? Or what did you see on this? And so he wants to get better. You see him in the weight room pushing himself, going heavy in season, pushing a lot of weight. And so he comes in and it's no let up, and we're running right off of his back and for 10-yard carries. And I'm telling him after the game I was proud of him, and he's a great player, and he's going to be a great player.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. Yeah, look at all the thank. They're all giving each other thanks up here. It's a festive week, but you mentioned Aaron that Alex weightlifter, but I want to ask you, Alex, who is the biggest weight room meathead on the offensive line? Who is it?
Probably Corey Lindsley.
Corey Lindsley.
Yeah.
It always comes back to Corey Lindsley.
100%.
He's a meathead. We've talked about that with him before. And the grumpiest, of course, is
Brian.
yes, absolutely. He's never happy, is he? Is he, Aaron? He's never a happy man.
He just doesn't show it.
Yeah, it's all a facade. It's all fake. So you asked him about his mindset. We talked about that, but let's talk about this. Your journey to get to Green Bay is a very interesting one because you had some connections. I was reading about this. Your former teammate Thomas Evans, is that correct? He kind of talked Green Bay up to you as a potential landing spot as you were an undrafted free agent looking for spots to go, and
Right.
that's because he had some history there. I think he had a tryout or was in camp at one time.
Yeah, he was the same thing as me, a free
Yeah.
agent. So after he got done that year, I trained with him for about 5 weeks. So I got to learn some of like the calls and everything on the O-line, some of the cadences, some of the coaching techniques that they look for up there. So I got a few steps ahead of everybody else that was coming up.
I was going to ask that. You had to feel like you were ahead.
Oh, yeah,
The
definitely.
coaches were probably like, how does this guy know what we're doing? Was he cheating on an exam or something? But also, though, but Green Bay, one of those teams that gives undrafted free agents a real chance.
Right, and then that was another factor in my decision too.
Yeah, so very interesting, very resourceful, getting some insight. Also, this past off season, in order to give yourself a chance to make the 53, no more cheese curds for you, right? You changed your
Nah.
diet, you were working out, just tell everybody about
You're trying to make me feel guilty?
Well, yeah, there are cheat days. Thursday being one of those cheat days, right, Ricardo? You got to eat on Thanksgiving, but you took out, I think, carbohydrates from your diet. You got leaner, stronger, faster. Just talk about kind of the process you went through to, just to get yourself in better shape for a run at the roster this year.
So coming out of last season, I played tackle and guard. I knew if I was going to play tackle, I had to lean up and get faster, more athletic, stronger. So I worked with Adam, our nutritionist, came up with a good plan moving forward through the offseason, stuck to it, was very strict diet, what I was putting in my body, paid off so far.
Is it tough to look at that basket of cheese curds right now? And
I'm tempted. I'm tempted.
Just have
My
one,
bad.
man. Just one.
It's all in
That's all.
moderation.
They taste so delicious.
One leads to more.
Okay,
don't listen
maybe
to them.
3.
See, they're not your friends. They're not your friends. Don't listen to them.
We're your friends. What is Adam going to think about you, Aaron, digging in? You're supposed to give all that stuff up.
Nah, he's gonna be happy I'm eating. He just wants me to eat. So.
Getting something in your body?
Yes, sir.
Where have you seen the most growth in your game? I know it's been a young career so far, but the most improvement you've seen, and maybe some areas you think you still need to get better in. Just kind of assess yourself so far.
Definitely my feet and hands. I know just working with Balaga and Dave every day, just picking up on little things, them going through little things that can help me, pulling me aside, saying I need to do this better or switch it up. Just the guidance they've given me and learning how to be a pro and what to do, because they've been doing it a long time at a very good elite level. So just pretty much following them around and try to mimic what they do.
Now we're going to have an audience question a little bit later about last night's game and kind of being thrust in a tough situation, that sort of thing. But were you able to watch some film and some video? I guess first of all, that Niners front is no joke. I mean, that is a
5
legit
first rounders. Yep.
yeah, a legit defensive front, probably one of the best fronts Ricardo in the entire game. I mean, they have the top-rated defense for a reason, but I guess maybe assess your performance, a tough situation going in, some good and some not so good that you did. I guess, what did you see?
Well, I mean, I always got to prepare like I'm going to play as a starter. Whoever goes down, next man up mentality. Coach says it all the time. But it was just unfortunate that Balaga went down. I was ready. I saw him go down, so I sprinted on the field. But performance-wise, I know I got to play better in order to give us as a unit a chance to win. It's always tough when one of the starters goes down and somebody else comes in. Everybody's got that thought in the back of their mind, can this thing still go? But I was critical of myself when watching the film. Definitely need to improve on areas, and on to the Giants.
Oh, yeah, there you go, right? You
I
move
thought
on.
he did well.
Go ahead.
I was critical. I thought he did well. So
There,
he's always hard on himself. So, but I thought he did. I thought he did well. And yesterday, before we boarded the plane, we were out there, and I told him I was proud of him. So
there you go. Yeah, good teammate. That's a good quality to have, though. You want to be critical of yourself. I'm sure you're the same way.
Oh, definitely, and that's a great quality to have. I feel like it makes you that much better.
I'm very critical of my performance every Monday night. Ricardo and I, we watch film. You have yet to improve, though.
Yes, right. Because I'm consistently excellent.
You're
That's why.
consistently mediocre.
Yes.
11
Consistently
seasons in,
excellent.
you have yet to show any growth in that role. Hey, but real quick, before I'm going to get to the social media question of the night, which I will be asking tonight, Aaron, but 51 snaps at right tackle against the Eagles in place of Brian Balaga. Then you played 3 snaps at left tackle against the Chiefs in place of David Bakhtiari. Then I think you actually played on the right side against the Chiefs, too, a little bit.
I finished out the game with 10 snaps.
the last,
yep.
13 snaps or something.
That 4-minute drive, we're running the ball.
Yeah, he was in.
Yep.
Right side of the line. So
Running on the right side.
absolutely, when you ground it out. So do you prefer one tackle spot over the other? And that's a lot of craziness when you're going bouncing from position to position. Like everything's backwards, right? I mean, you got to block this way and then block that way. And
Yeah, so, I played majority left in college, so that was what I'm comfortable with. But, it's my job to be a swing tackle. I've got to be ready to play both. I'm getting there, be able to go back and forth fluidly, but not yet. It's going to come with practice and time. But it is hard. It's like, so I think somebody made a comment about it the other day. A lineman in the league said it's like a left-handed person riding right-handed. So
that's what it is. How do you maintain the calm when you're going from left tackle and then all of a sudden you're playing right tackle? I suppose you're just too focused in the game at that point.
Yeah, my focus is what's the call, know what to do, and then do it.
Hey, one more thing. How have guys like Zadarius Smith, Preston Smith helped you in your development? Because you're going against 2 elite pass rushers quite often, I'm thinking.
Definitely in practice, being able to do scout team and get reps with the starters. Just going against that level of competition every day, working on my craft, them telling me some things that I need to work on and how they get by me and stuff like that. So just going against them every day is blessing.
How about these guys? This is a good show tonight. This is fun. I like it.
It's because he's not getting picked on.
What'd you say?
I said it's because he's not getting picked on.
Yeah, it is a much more calm show. I appreciate you, Alex.
Brett, see.
In fact, you're one of my favorite guests now, as opposed to the guy last week who wouldn't leave me alone.
I think I'm going to bring him back.
And he still hasn't followed me yet, since he knew my Twitter handle, PC Brett C. Well, I tell you what, it's time for tonight's social media question of the night. Normally we kick it over there, but I don't want Mike's busy doing the live chat. So, Aaron, I'm going to ask you the social media question of the night. It's from Jeremy Klussman on Facebook, a friend of ours, but he wants to know, Aaron, over your football playing career, and in the spirit of giving thanks, which coach from your youth until now are you the most thankful for, and why?
I don't know if that's really a fair question, but
Probably a lot of
my dad.
There we go. Yeah.
He coached me football, basketball, soccer, everything. Growing up, all the way up until he couldn't coach me anymore. Till went to college. So
Okay.
High school, travel basketball. He's my coach, everything. So I'll definitely say my father.
Alvin Sr., yes. Is he watching tonight? Hopefully he heard that.
Hi,
Over
Dad.
In the 915. I hope we get to see Mom and Dad here at a show in the upcoming weeks. So he was your basketball coach.
Basketball, football, everything.
I'm just thinking about hoops in that shooting contest that we're going to have pretty soon, and just
All
wondering
right.
how well he taught you,
He'll beat us
Aaron.
both. He'll beat us both.
Oh, is that a challenge? Well, he is a retired command sergeant major, so I don't want to disrespect the man. He gave 29 years of service to the country. But I'll beat you, Alvin Sr. I'll beat you in a shooting contest. Hey, for having his question selected, Jeremy
you got two
wins.
cars?
Actually, never mind.
Oh, he's about to say he got three.
Yeah.
We'll take all
Well,
three.
my son has a car as well, but I don't want to give that thing away. He kind of needs it.
So yeah,
coming home
we'll,
from
we'll take
college
all
here.
three. My mom can have a car, so 3 new cars.
Well, how am I supposed to get around? No, I tell you what. I'll bet
Tom
my car.
and Jerry.
I am going to win. I'll bet my car.
Okay.
Maybe. For having his question selected, Jeremy wins a signed photo of Aaron Jones. Each week, we'll ask you to submit a question for our upcoming guest that we'll ask live during Monday's show. Again, look for it on Facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. Time for another timeout. Ricardo, it's trivia
Yes.
question number 2.
And this is a good one here. We mentioned the sack totals for Zadarius and Preston Smith this season. Who holds the Packers record for most sacks in a single season? Hint, think 6 shooters.
We got this. What are you looking for, Bob? Nope. Think 6 shooter. 6 shooter. Anybody over there?
Oh, come on. These old Packer fans.
Way
should know.
back in the. Tim Harris.
Harris.
Yes, remember that guy? Come on up.
Sure.
Get your pizza and beer gift certificate. The great Tim Harris. I think
he's
he
a
was
very good player.
Number 97, I think, if I'm
He
correct.
was a very good player. Very
Tim
good
Harris, you remember you always bring out those 6 shooters. Harris, 19 and a half sacks he produced. That was back in 1989, the Magic season. Remember that when the Packers went 10-6?
Over the line.
No, he wasn't. Replay showed that was a victory over the Bears, right, Mean Gene? 14-13 Magic to Sterling Sharp. Get over it,
According
Ricardo.
to
It's
Coach
30 years
Ditka,
ago.
he was over the line.
It was 30 years ago. Yes.
Yo, what he said.
Now you got the fans angry.
He's drunk.
No, he isn't. Those 19 and a half sacks, by the way, 6th highest total ever recorded in an NFL in a single season. So that was a great season by the great Tim Harris. All right, we need Colleen, we need AJ, and we need some music. It is time for tonight's Clubhouse Live Challenge. I'm going to have you guys step in front of the stage tonight. In front of the stage. We will be down at the start of the stage here, folks. Let me get situated. Hey, Ricardo, can you fill the time a little bit while I get things organized
Yes,
here?
by the way, thank AJ Eno for wearing his nice shorts today. Very nice. Thank you.
So Colleen is with Aaron, AJ is with Alex. Now, Colleen and AJ, can you hold these wonderful turkey things? I'm going to get things situated here. Hold on. Let me get it all figured out. As you can see, we have a Thanksgiving-themed deal. I wish I had an assistant here.
While we're young, Brett.
Hold on. One more piece of tape. Here's what we're going to do. We back by popular demand. It's Thanksgiving week, so naturally we're going to go with a Thanksgiving challenge tonight. It's called Pin the Turkey on the Turkey. The guys must pin the picture of Ricardo's face as close as they can get to the face of the turkey. Aaron Jones, I'm going to give you that. Alex, I'm going to give you that. You can get some direction from your playing partners, and you must wear these masks, of course. You want to protect your eyes from cheating. Pin the turkey on the turkey.
Might I add, very good-looking turkey after this is all done, my friend.
So the closest one to get the Ricardo turkey face onto the actual turkey wins the prize. Now, we will vote, fan vote, so the one that gets the loudest cheer is the winner tonight.
Wait, do they have to spin around in a circle or
No,
anything
no.
before? Oh, okay.
Again, the blindfolded player who's closest to pinning the Ricardo turkey face over the head of the turkey you see on those boards wins the game. Now, the winner tonight gets this very cool Miller Lite Packers glass. Look at that. That can put a lot of Miller Lite in there. You also get this signed photo of Aaron Jones. And look, it's getting a little cold outside, so we thought, hey, Grizzly Dan, some USA Today Network Wisconsin hot cocoa mugs for our winners tonight. Yes, and of course the MVP CD. Eric lives here, Mike Thiel, that has our intro-outro song. The runner-up tonight gets everything but the Miller Lite glass. So you guys know what we're doing. Pin the turkey on the turkey. Let's let our... should we do one at a time, or should we do it at the same time,
I think at
Ricardo?
the same time,
Same
right?
time?
Yeah.
Okay, so Rosie, do you have some turkey music for us?
All right, there we go.
Okay,
Makes
so
you
here
look
we go.
beautiful, boys.
Pin the turkey on the turkey. Who wants Aaron to win tonight? Who wants Alex to win tonight? All right, let's give it 3, 2, 1. Pin the turkey on the turkey.
Oh.
Okay.
There's a clear winner.
Now, let's see. Let's look at. Whoa. Okay. So now, just show it at Dan Powers here, the cameraman here on the stage. Who thinks Aaron Jones is the winner tonight? And who thinks Alex Light is the winner tonight?
Wait, Aaron Jones clearly won.
That sounds close, but I am going to break the tie. The closest is, of course, Aaron Jones is got the turkey head. Ricardo's head the closest to the turkey. So
beautiful birds.
Rosie, it looks like Colleen is the winner. How about some championship music and a round of applause tonight? Pin the turkey on the turkey.
Very handsome birds.
I'll take those boards. We could just put them right down here is good. Right on the stage.
Handle with
Just
care,
lay 'em down.
Brett.
Colleen, here's your glass. Here is your signed photo. Here is, what else do you got? A mug. Look at that. And the MVP CD. AJ, you're not going home empty-handed.
There you go,
mug,
AJ.
the signed photo, and the MVP
Wow.
CD. How
Win,
about
win.
a round of applause for our fine contestants tonight? Another successful game of Pin the Turkey on the turkey now.
Hey, Brett.
Yes, sir.
Carson told me I don't lose, so I think you should take that advice in basketball.
Oh.
Well, first of all, Aaron, I will not be shooting blindfolded, even though I probably could be pretty good blindfolded. That's how good I am. I don't lose either when it comes to shooting. Boom,
Brett, see,
boom, boom,
you
boom.
so crazy.
Remember that one time, Ricardo, as you get ready for our second audience question, we had that office around the world tournament. The first 30 shots, I hit 27 out of 30.
I will say this, Aaron, he's got the shot everyone wants for Christmas.
Thank you. It is smooth as silk. Hey, what do you guys think of Pin the Turkey on the turkey? That is second year we've done that. Did you have fun with it?
You got to spin me around.
I didn't mean to interrupt the cheese curd
Oh,
eating.
no. I think you got to spin us around. My memory is too good. I just lined it up before
I guess we could, but you guys are
I
NFL
told
players,
you.
and Matt LaFleur would shut this show down if one of you guys like tripped on the stage and like gouged yourself. So we got to be careful with our challenges.
I mean, you have somebody sit there and you spin them.
Yeah, but you get dizzy
This is elementary. It's easy.
you get dizzy. You fall down. I'm trying
Look
to
at
protect
Aaron
guys.
giving him suggestions.
We're
I love it.
athletes.
You're athletes, but I'm still
If we
protecting
fall,
you.
we should be on the ground then.
All right, should we play it again then? Should we do it again?
No.
We got to keep the show moving. Maybe
Yes.
next year when you are back on the show with us, Aaron Jones. We want him back on the show, of course. We'll play Pin the Turkey on the turkey again. All right, before we get to our audience question, though, Alex, we are winding down. I've got some gifts for you. We are entering the holiday season, and that's a gift-giving season. And I'm a gracious man. I am a gift-giving man. I'm a happy man. And I want stuff for your man cave. I want stuff for home in Virginia so that you can always look at yourself anytime you want, really. But this is, look at Alex Light taking on the Oakland Raiders wearing the classic Packers uniforms. There it is. A nice picture of you in pass protection there, making sure that everybody's good. So that is for you, Alex. And then
Thank you.
usually we go old school and try to find a college one. I couldn't dig up one from you in college. So this is the one from Lambeau Field, really wearing the Packers classic green and golds. Look at Alex Light there doing his thing. That's a good-looking picture.
Yeah.
Number 70. So that is for you as well. So you can hang that up. And you know you're going to go home with an MVP CD as well because I know you love music, and you're going to love Mike Thiel and Eric Lives here. Ricardo.
Yes.
You're up. Audience
That's right.
question number 2 for you.
Yes, we have a friend of ours, Tracy from Appleton. Tracy, your question for Alex.
You covered both of them already, so I'll ask you a different one. So officiating has been kind of controversial this year. Do you as a lineman think that on any given play, the opposition, of course, could be called for a hold?
Not
interesting
you, the
question.
opposition.
Right, yeah. Yes. I mean, probably every single play there's probably a hold going on or some type of something like that. So it's just a matter of fact whether they get called or not or they notice them. But it also depends on the crew. I mean, every crew's different, so we know that going into the game. So honestly, it just depends on the referees.
Thank you,
Question,
Tracy.
good
Very
question.
good. Every crew shouldn't be different, Ricardo. It should be standard black and white, right? A hold is a
Yes.
hold. It's not that difficult. All right, a little bit more before we call it quits and send you guys back to Titletown. But playing some of the top defenses in the league. Check this out. You guys have gone up against 6 of the 12 rated units so far in the NFL. That's incredible. 6 of the 12. You feel how does that, Aaron? And I'll ask both you guys. How does that feel? How do you feel that has prepared you for this stretch run of these last 5 games? You're battle tested.
Definitely battle tested. We've been in tough situations, faced some of the best defenses, so we know what to expect when we get in those situations now.
So it only makes you better, Alex, doesn't it? When you're going against the best of the best.
Oh, that's right. We know we've been tested along the road this year. We know that it's still going to be a test for the remaining 5 games we got. We just got to try to get on a roll and then put some good ball out there.
The Giants. So now you go and fly to the other side of the country. Good thing is that's not as long of a flight. I think it's what New York to what Ricardo. You've done that flight
many
before.
times. Well,
Couple
from Chicago,
hours
it's
maybe.
Like, from Chicago, it's like an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's
so.
pretty quick flight.
Oh, yeah.
So not a big deal. But Giants are struggling this year. But keys to beating these guys, Aaron Jones. I guess you haven't really probably had a whole lot of study time yet. But
Not at all.
it's always standard, right? What you got to do. What are some of the keys to victory?
Protect the ball, be more physical, and be us.
And you know what else? Give this guy some more touches, right? Come on. Give him more touches. I know Matt LaFleur is watching. Give him the ball every single play. 80 snaps. Aaron Jones gets the call every single time. How do you like
walking
that?
here in a wheelchair.
Is that a little too much? I'm getting a little carried away. Hey, last thing. 80 touches, like 60 carries and 20 pass catches. Why not? What the heck? Have a record-breaking day. Birthday next week again, everybody. Next Monday, it's his birthday. What is the one thing, Aaron, that you want so badly for your birthday?
A Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, there we go. Alex, you going to give him anything? You got some gifts for your running back here?
I got something in mind.
Oh, I'm intrigued. I can't wait. Well, again, definitely want to be back here next Monday. We got some stuff to celebrate with this guy as well as he turns the big 2-5. You're a little ways from me, Aaron,
I'm getting old.
You're starting to you're getting old. Give me a break.
old.
Hey, a round of applause tonight for Alex Light and Showtime, Aaron Jones. We do have time for trivia question number 3, Ricardo, and I will ask it. Brett Favre's final game as a Green Bay Packer came against what team? What team? Who you guys looking at? This guy way back here? Yeah, come on up. The New York Giants. See how I tied that in? He gets the bell. Showtime, you give him the pizza and beer gift certificate. Favre and the Packers hosted Eli Manning and the Giants. That was the 07, Ricardo, NFC Championship game. The G-Men topped the Packers in overtime, 23-20 at frigid Lambeau Field, and then beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Mean Gene, a painful loss. It was so close that year. A Favre interception late kind of sealed the deal. So, hey, Ricardo, it is time to go up north. This is where we pick who is going to win the big matchup. The Packers, the Giants. It's at MetLife Stadium.
Yes.
I believe it's a noon kickoff. That's going to be wonderful.
What?
No waiting all day long to play
That's
a
right.
game. Who's going to win the big one?
I picked the Packers to lose last week, and they did, but they'll win this week. It's the Giants. They're bad.
Hey,
So
there we go. That's good for you, Showtime.
Thank you for the applause.
Do you think he means it?
No, I do. I think they'll beat the Giants. Yeah.
Or is this your reverse psychology thing again?
Yeah, okay.
Well,
yes.
I'm putting the victory visor
Here's a
on. We're going to get
surprise.
this thing red hot
Brett,
here.
when was the last time you picked the Packers not to win?
Never.
Yes, exactly.
And I have a great record over those
That's what I'm
11
about to say.
seasons.
You got a good win percentage.
Very good winning percentage.
Better than Ricardo's.
Way better than Ricardo's winning percentage. 31-17, Mean Gene. I'm going with the Packers over the G-Men. Giants, 7 straight losses. Is that right? Just 1-4 at home. New York is a turnover machine. -11 in turnover differential. That ranks near the bottom of the NFL. 15 fumbles already and 10 picks. I think the Packers defense is going to continue that trend. I think Giants rookie quarterback Daniel Jones has been charged with 18 giveaways this season. So I think some good things in store for your defense. And I think on the offensive side, a big bounce-back game. Maybe a new wrinkle or two for Matt LaFleur. Aaron Jones, Aaron Rodgers, Alex Light and company, they are going to New York, and they're coming back with a victory, Mean Gene. How do you guys like it? Packers win big and are back to their winning ways.
Technically New Jersey, Brett.
New Jersey, whatever.
All right.
They're all confused out there. They don't know what state they're in, what city they're in.
Rats the size of cats out there.
Yeah. You've seen them too.
Yes,
I know
I
you
have.
have. Hey, Packers News app, how does it work?
That's right, with exclusive commentary, insider analysis, and award-winning photos and videos from USA Today Network, Wisconsin's Packers coverage team. The Packers News app is your one-stop shop for complete coverage of the Green Bay Packers. This app is available for iPhone and Android users Ola and Motorola Razr. When you upgrade,
Yes, it's coming, right? New
It's coming.
Motorola's. Hey, special thank you to our sponsors once again, Superior Discount Liquors. Check them out in Green Bay, Manitowoc, and Sheboygan, or find them online at superiordiscountliquors.com. Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Again, elevate your night at the Midwest premier entertainment destination, home to gaming, dining, shows, and expanded hotel and spa. It's all happening at Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Mayfield Sports Marketing, a leading Wisconsin sports marketing agency and speaker bureau. Escort Limousine Service, the preferred limousine service of the Green Bay Packers. And our friends here at the Red Lion Hotel, Paper Valley, and the Clubhouse. So, Aaron Jones, until we see you and celebrate the big number 25, you have the final word tonight.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and hanging out with me tonight. And I'd like to thank Alex Light as well for coming out. And look forward to seeing you guys on my birthday and after we celebrate a victory in New York. And thank you for coming out again, and go Pack Go.
Go Pack Go, he says. And hey, happy Thanksgiving as well.
Happy Thanksgiving as well.
Yes, so for Alex, for Showtime, for Ricardo, for Mike Sherry, and the rest of the Clubhouse Live crew, I'm Brett Christopherson saying so long. PC Brettsy, by the way. Don't forget to be here next Monday night at 6:30 as we celebrate a Packers victory over the Giants, right, Mean Gene? And Showtime's birthday right here at the Clubhouse Sports Pub and Grill. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next Monday. Mean Gene, take it away.